you feel something's not right with your body, then I think there's a good chance something's not right. And so therefore I think it's really important to question it. Hi, I'm Anne Royters and I'm 61 years old. On Christmas Eve 2019, late afternoon, I was diagnosed with stage 4B ovarian cancer. I was told that if chemotherapy didn't work, I maybe only had 6 weeks to live. And this was just such a shock to me. I didn't cry. I just thought, why not me? You know, it can happen to anyone, but boy, it was a shock. I had Christmas Day and Boxing Day off, but after that they started doing a lot of procedures quickly. I had a portacath into my chest and getting me ready for chemotherapy, which I started in January. After 3 months, the chemo was starting to work, which was fantastic. Then my situation was referred to Sydney, to a medical team. And at first they said that, you know, I wasn't a candidate for surgery because I had stage 4B ovarian cancer, which means it's spread to a lot of other areas in the body. But I actually questioned that. Rhonda Farrell, the doctor from Chris O'Brien Lifehouse, was just fantastic. And she listened to me, and after some discussion and further tests, she decided that they would operate. So I actually had 3 surgeons operate on me for 8 hours, and within that I had about 5 major operations done. But the thing is, I knew that if they did their bit for me, that I had to do my bit for them. So no matter how difficult it was, I knew that I had to get up. I had to rise above it and give back as well to make sure that I could do it. And I think that's really important, because if you're told something by a doctor, you know, that you can't have something, but you feel you can, and you question it and you advocate it, often they'll discuss it with you and it might happen. The cancer is still spreading. I do have terminal cancer, but I just want to live as long as I can, so I'm giving it my absolute best. I've loved exercise all my life. 2 days after the chemotherapy, I had trouble walking. The pain in my legs was terrible. I said to my husband, put me on my bike. He had to help me onto my bike. I pedalled out the driveway, down the street a little bit, till my legs were okay. So I started cycling every day. And in the first 3 months of chemo, I actually cycled 1,300 kilometres. And also I love kayaking, so I kayaked as well. And that's what really kept my brain strong with that chemo, and trying to not think about the chemo, but think about how I can live and enjoy life. Every day there could be something happening in your life that's not good, and especially with this cancer roller coaster, which it totally is. But each day I look at the best thing. I really want to live as if I'm living, not as if I'm dying. I think that really helps me to keep strong. When people have talked to me about practice mindfulness, I've thought, what is it? You know, I can't sit there and think that. But in actual fact, I've realised with cancer that I probably do think about mindfulness, but it's while I'm cycling along in my bike. I have cycled 4,000 Ks now since I was diagnosed with cancer. But when I'm riding along, I'm actually enjoying the environment around me. I've grown a love for pelicans living here, so I actually love observing them, and I think that's a form of mindfulness. So when I'm out in my kayak, if a pelican comes swimming past, I just stop and really enjoy it. I don't think about my cancer then, I'm thinking about the pleasure of life. Doing exercise and being out in nature just helps me amazingly. Being out in nature keeps me positive. But I truly believe that the exercise actually helps you to manage the chemotherapy side effects as well. Because in the mornings you feel bad, you don't want to get out of bed. For me, you know, it would be easier to stay in bed, but once I get up and exercise, I just feel so good. And I'm sure it really helps you manage chemotherapy.